Hey, mamas. There's a lot that happens in a divorce that no one warns you about. It's not all about what lawyer you hire or what co parenting app you're using. It's not all about an asset grab and a tug of war over the kids. There's a lot of feelings that arise throughout the process. Some that you'd like to swat away like a pesky fly as if to say, really? I can't deal with you now, too. But you can't deny the emotions that rise up, even if they surprise you, even if they take you off guard, even if you don't want to deal with them, especially the feelings that have to do with your spouse. I can't tell you how many times I hear the statement from mamas referring to their spouses while navigating a divorce. I don't even recognize this person. And you may be surprised to hear me say, good. Yes, that's a good sign. A sign of being on the right track, a sign of healing, and a sign of growth. Just ask a butterfly. They were likely feeling overwhelmed and vulnerable too before they spread their wings and flew. Let me explain more about what I mean. I'm calling this conversation, Who is this person I married? Hi there, mamas. Welcome to the Intuitive Divorce Podcast. I'm Kristen Noel, certified divorce coach and creator of the Best Self Intuitive Divorce, a game-changing program that transforms the experience and outcomes of divorce, one mother at a time. I call it Divorcing Differently. I'm here each week bringing you a quick message to support, inspire, and empower you to achieve the outcomes you want for yourself and your kids. So let's dive into today's episode. There's a statement I'm hearing a lot lately from the mamas in our coaching program. I just don't even recognize this person. Who is this man I married? I can't believe how he's behaving. How could he be treating me, the mother of his children, like this? Welcome to divorce. Women are often surprised how their spouses behave during divorce, how nasty and cruel they can be when they feel like they're on the defensive, how they can hide behind their attorneys, and how low they can go. The divorce process is where people show their true colors. Have you ever heard the saying that you don't really know someone until you travel with them and you run into some glitches and roadblocks along the way? Lost luggage and canceled flights aside, how you navigate adversity is how you navigate life, divorce included. And as I always like to say, two truths can coexist. When someone shows us who they are, we need to trust them. Contrary to the widely ascribed to narrative, it isn't our job as women to fix, people please, and conform to suit the needs and desires of others, particularly when they are in direct conflict with our own. That's a recipe for ultimate disaster. When a woman tells me she doesn't recognize her spouse, I respond by saying, good. You know why? It actually has nothing to do with her spouse and everything to do with her. It's because what she actually doesn't recognize is her own reflection, the one that can no longer tolerate what she sees, feels, and knows. She can't recognize the person who made peace with that, and that is tremendous progress. That doesn't mean it's easy or that it won't try to take you for a ride on the emotional roller coaster. It doesn't mean that this new version of herself isn't feeling all the feels, getting tossed up, down, and all around. Of course she's feeling sadness, grief, anger, upset, vulnerability. She stands before the divorce buffet and her plate is full, and in this tender state, she's expected to make big decisions for her future and that of her kids. She knows this. She's more than capable of handling this, even though she's scared. She knows she wants out. She knows what she can no longer tolerate, but she keeps getting derailed by how much it hurts. And she quickly gets sucked back in, derailed, and lost in the weeds of how and why questions that aren't hers to answer. What is hers to answer is, what now? What is mine to control? What does this mean for me? What can I learn from this? How do I break this cycle and heal wounds of the past that foolishly let me believe I could change this person I was married to? What do I do with this all now? How can I make meaning from this and move forward? Unfortunately, Before a woman usually gets to these questions, she beats herself up first with self-deflating thoughts like, how did I ever marry this person? How could I have not seen this before? What took me so long? What's wrong with me? Nothing is wrong with you. You just weren't ready to see what you see now. What if everything is actually right and you are right where you are supposed to be? We could focus on all the wrong turns we've made in life, or instead, we could celebrate how far we've come, the women we've become, the intuition we've nurtured, the heart we have allowed to beat far and wide, and the curiosity we've embraced and allowed to guide us into becoming the women, the human beings, the mothers we've always dreamed of being. That's our job, the only one we can control, create, and caress. We are our own full-time jobs. Who your spouse becomes and how he or she chooses to behave in your marriage and divorce is on them. Sometimes people don't change. We're the ones who do. And I'm going to leave you with a quote from Maya Angelou. When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. They know themselves much better than you do. Thanks for listening to today's episode, but more importantly, for making this time for yourself. If you're a professional, independent mother facing off with divorce, struggling with your emotions, worried about your kids and your future, and want a better way to navigate it all, I've got 2 ways to completely change the trajectory of your divorce and your life starting today. The first is our free divorce workshop. In this training, you'll learn the 3 steps to get off the emotional roller coaster and take control of your divorce so you can save time, money, and heartache for you and your family. Simply go to intuitivedivorce.com/workshop. And the second way is to book a free strategy call with our team, where we'll dive into your situation, your struggles, what you really want, and outline a path to get you there. For a short video and the booking link, go to intuitivedivorce.com/call. Check it out, and I'll see you inside. Now I have a favor to ask you, Mama. If you enjoyed this conversation and were inspired in your own divorce, please subscribe to this podcast so you don't miss future juicy talks. And I'd be so grateful if you'd leave a review so together we can help other mamas walking in the same shoes.